Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Again we are here with the last lesson of the afternoon, exercise C. This lesson is from your book, a poem from Oxford Modern English Book 8. The main purpose of this lesson is to teach you about present participle of verbs. Dear students, as we have already discussed, teaching of grammar is the main purpose, and present participle of verbs is integrated with last lesson of the afternoon, a famous poem from the book Oxford Modern English 8, and the activity of the lesson is learning about language, the grammar, present participle of verbs. It is 18th August 2020. Your teacher Sayyid Mubashir Hussain Shah is here. Dear students, the main objectives of the lesson are to enable you to define participle forms of the verb, to help you to recognize present participle, to help you to combine two sentences using a present participle of the verb. Then we want you to be able to know and use present participle of the verb as adjective or adjective phrase. Dear students, few things I want to ask. The first thing is very popular question: how many forms of a verb? Yes, you can answer me. Hurry up boys, hurry up, you can answer me. Yes, so who will reply? Yes, please. There are 4 forms of a verb. Can you name them? Anybody is here to name these 4 forms of the verbs? Yes, you can. Many of you. Who will be here to reply? Hurry up. Yes, these are 4 forms. The first form is here and it is called present form. The second form, what is the second form? It is past form. Yes. What is the third form? No, some students say future form. No, it is not future form. It is past participle form. Third form is past participle form. And what about the fourth form? It is present participle form, the main target of the lesson. Present participle form. First of all, I want to ask, what are participle forms? Can anybody tell me? What are participle forms? Yes, hurry up. So, to understand this thing, we will have to keep these 2 things in our mind. The first thing, we must know all forms of verbs are used as verbs. And the main function of all forms of verbs is to show action in the sentence. They are used to show the tense in the sentence. But participle forms can be used also as nouns or adjectives. Other than their routine duty is to be used as verb. But other than this main function, these participle forms can be used as nouns or adjectives. Yes. Look at the following table. If you could not understand, look at the following table. First of all, we should talk about use of first form. It is used in different ways. Some of the ways are in front of you. It is used to show present form. We play games. It is used to show present indefinite tense, simple present, used as verb to show present indefinite tense. Then we can use it to show past indefinite tense. They did not eat anything. Here the word eat is being used to show past indefinite tense negative. Yes, first form of verb is used to show past indefinite negative. Then it can be used to show future indefinite tense. For example, they did not eat anything. They will not eat anything. Here we are using the word eat with the help of will or shall. We are using it to show future indefinite tense. Let's move towards the second form. But before we move towards second form, we can say in above examples the verb is being used as finite verb. It is responsible to show the tense of the sentence. Use of second form of verb. Look at these sentences. First sentence is in front of you. He worked hard. Here worked is past form of the verb work, and it shows past indefinite tense. It is being used as finite verb. Worked, the word worked is a verb and it is second form, and it shows past tense of the sentence. There can be many other examples. They played very well. Played second form, and it is showing past indefinite tense. Let's move towards third form. So we are going to learn about use of third form of verb. The first sentence is in front of you. He has completed his work. Has completed. Present perfect tense. Has completed. Present perfect tense. The verb completed is past participle form, third form of verb, and it is here to show present perfect tense. Completed is used as verb to show present perfect tense. Moving towards the second sentence, she had learnt her lesson before you came. Had learnt. Learnt is third form of the verb learn, and it is here to show past perfect tense used as verb. The word learnt used as verb to show past perfect tense. Next sentence is in front of you. You will have reached your home before it rains. Will have reached, future perfect tense. Future perfect tense. The word reached is the third form of the verb reach, and it is here to show future perfect tense. Reached used as verb to show future perfect tense. Now we should be little bit conscious about fourth sentence. Show me finished work. The word finished is not used here as verb. It is being used as an adjective. Adjective. An adjective to qualify the noun work. It is not verb. It is an adjective. So other than main duty of third form, it is being used as an adjective. So this is why past participle form is called, and the third form of the verb is called past participle form, because it is being used here as an adjective. Third form is also used to show adjective, to qualify some noun. Let's move towards next thing, and next thing is to recognize this factor. In the first three sentences, the underlined verbs are used as finite verbs, but in fourth as non-finite verb. Use of fourth form, present participle form. I am writing a letter. The first example, I am writing a letter. The ing form is called present participle form, and here it is used to show present continuous tense. I am writing, present continuous tense. Used as verb to show present continuous tense. Next example, she was learning her lesson before you came. Was learning, ing form is being used here as past continuous tense, was learning. Let's move towards this thing, this fact. The ing word learning is used as verb to show past continuous tense. Third example, you will be plowing when it rains. Here ing form is showing future continuous tense with the help of auxiliaries will be. One thing you must know, ing forms with the help of some auxiliaries responsible to show the tense. In the first sentence, am is showing present continuous tense. In the second sentence, was is showing past continuous tense. And in the third sentence, will be is showing to future continuous tense. Let's move towards some other examples. Be conscious about. Many students have been attending their classes regularly since long. Have been attending, present perfect continuous tense. Ing form is here with the help of auxiliaries have been. It is showing present perfect continuous tense. Used as verb to show present perfect continuous tense. Now let's move towards some more examples, but fifth and sixth sentences are here to show something else. Be conscious about that. I like his writing. The word writing is being used here not as a verb, but as a noun. I like his writing. Writing is here to show noun. Then six sentences here. He showed me the written work. The word written is past participle, and it is here to show adjective of the noun work. The word written is qualifying the noun work. It is being used as an adjective. There can be some other examples. For example, his untiring efforts made him so successful. Untiring efforts, untiring, ing form, but it is being used here as an adjective. So present participle can be used as a noun, it can be used as an adjective. Here in the first four sentences, the underlined verbs are used to show the tense, so they are finite verbs. In the last two sentences, the underlined words are non-finite. They are not responsible to show the tense. They are not main verbs of the sentences. Let's move towards exercise C. The exercise C1 I have already discussed, but here I want to repeat because of some students they could not understand yesterday, so I want to review these sentences for their help. In today's discussion, it will be quite possible they will be able to learn many more things about present participle. I heard thundering clouds. Thundering ing form, and here the word thundering is not a finite verb. It is defining the clouds. It is being used as an adjective. The poets of nature spend their time roaming about here and there in search of new interactions with nature. Here the expression roaming about here and there is not a single word but a group of 5 words giving a sense of an adjective. It is an adjective phrase. Now we should move towards exercise C1. It is being repeated here, and your book page 78 is referred. Before we go forward, first of all we should see the following example. I saw a man, he was singing in a field. You need to combine these two sentences. I saw a man singing in a field. Here we see two sentences. I saw a man, he was singing in a field. Then we combine them together in this way. I saw a man singing in a field. Now we should do this exercise. She noticed a snake, it was sliding into a hole. Let's see one by one. She noticed a snake, it was sliding into a hole. She noticed a snake sliding into a hole. Next one. They heard a peacock, it was shrieking out loud. They heard a peacock shrieking out loud. Yes. Then the man spied a ship, it was sailing into the harbor. The man spied a ship sailing into the harbor. The boys watched the bees, they were flying into the hive. The boys watched the bees flying into the hive. Now we should move towards exercise C2, and it was the main target of the lesson. You need to rewrite these sentences making corrections or alterations where necessary. The first sentence is in front of you. In the house and in the garden, small bees flying and speeding about in confusion, causing much distress the family. The main solution will be like this. In the house and in the garden, small bees were flying and speeding about in confusion, causing much distress to the family. There were two problems. The auxiliary were was missing, so we are using here small bees were flying and speeding about in confusion, causing much distress to the family, and the word to was also missing. Okay, this exercise is at page 79 of your textbook. Second sentence. Walking along the quiet path last night, the crescent moon looked beautiful. So while we were walking along the quiet path last night, the crescent moon looked beautiful. We added a few words while We were walking along the quiet path last night. The crescent moon looked beautiful. Let's move towards sentence C. A small rabbit hopping along, chasing butterflies, the garden. A small rabbit was hopping along, chasing butterflies in the garden. Now, next sentence is in front of you. Shouting loudly, they arrested the demonstrators outside the city hall. They arrested the demonstrators shouting loudly outside the city hall. They arrested the demonstrators shouting loudly outside the city hall. Seeing that all was ready, the pistol went off, the race to start. So the words were jumbled and we made them together and in the right order. So the sentence became like this. After adding a few words, when everything was ready, the pistol went off to start the race. F. Crossing the Gulf of Oman, the sea was very rough. Crossing the Gulf of Oman, the sea was very rough. When the ship was crossing the Gulf of Oman, the sea was very rough. G. The children saw 5 roses bushes walking through the forest this afternoon. While the children were walking through the forest this afternoon, they saw 5 rose bushes. H. Driving his car round the corner, a dog ran under Gaffar's wheel. As Gaffar was driving his car round the corner, a dog ran under his wheel. Next, watching the passengers carefully and waiting for his family, the old man sitting on a bench all day. The old man sat on a bench all day, waiting for his family and watching the passengers carefully. This can be like this. The old man sat on a bench all day, watching the passengers carefully and waiting for his family. But the quite appropriate sequence is in front of you. The old man sat on a bench all day, waiting for his family and watching the passengers carefully. J. The last one. Cycling across the field, a ball suddenly appeared in front of me. While I was cycling across the field, a ball suddenly appeared in front of me. Dear students, we have learned many things today. First of all, we have recapitulated many things we learned yesterday. So today we are able to define participles, especially present participle form of verb. Then we know how to use present participle. Then we can combine 2 sentences using a present participle. The home assignment is here. Some of the students could not do C2 exercise. I want you to do these exercises again in your notebook and write them and send the homework on my personal number in the group. The group already is with you and you can send your assignments to the group. You are advised to do again and write in your notebook the exercises C1 and C2 from the last lesson of the afternoon from Oxford Modern English 8. And these exercises are given at page 78 and 79, definitely there. So thank you very much. You need to listen to my lesson, try to understand, and if you want to ask anything, you may ask. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.